Hey guys, Lester, and welcome back to another Fortnite video here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the aspect of the other Akatsuki members coming to Fortnite. And I know this has been a discussion that I've already had on my channel a few times now, but I did all those videos before we got Itachi. So now that we have Itachi Uchiha, it's a little bit more of a dream come true sort of scenario that we could be getting all the rest of the Akatsuki in Fortnite. So we're going to play some Team Rumble today and talk about the aspect of it. But if you guys have been enjoying the Fortnite content on the channel and want to help support me on the channel, feel free to use my creator code TheRealUltraUnit in the current or future item shops if ever you wish to support me. Keep in mind, creator codes reset every about 14 days. So always keep in mind that whenever you go to purchase something, if you see a none at the bottom right, that means you're not supporting anyone, and you probably should put somebody's code in, whether it be mine or anyone else, because there's really no point in having it not support anyone. But yeah, let's talk about this. So as we know, we have Itachi Uchiha already. Of course, this Itachi didn't get like his Susanoo or any of his jutsu. But it's still the baseline for Itachi. The cloak with the red cloud pattern on it looks amazing, and it's pretty much everything I could have wanted. Now, the other Akatsuki member that has a high chance of being added, although it wouldn't make much sense, is Hidan, simply because we have his pickaxe already. But other than that, he's like, you know, one of the least known members of the Akatsuki, I would say, so it'd be a little, I wouldn't pick him if I was them, even though we have his pickaxe already. Now, I'm going to go through the entire Akatsuki list and sort of rank them, not sort of rank them, but sort of like say what the chances of them being added are, and we'll go from the best to least. I'm not going to include Madara in this, in terms of Madara Uchiha, actual Madara, because he's technically not really a member of the Akatsuki, but let's start with Pain. So Pain has a very high chance of being added. He's a very iconic character, and he's the leader of the Akatsuki, so they could add him. As for his pickaxe, you give him his Black Rod. To use is for his emote, you could give him Almighty Push, or Universal Pull, or even Planetary Devastation. You could do Nagato as well, but Nagato wouldn't have the black cloak with red cloud pattern on it, so it wouldn't really work out too much, so we're going to stick with Pain. Conon's a possibility as well. You could add Conon in. Her paper could be a glider. You could have her with her paper gliders. You could give her like a paper shuriken sort of emote. You could have her have like a rose as a back bling, like a paper rose, or like a bouquet of paper flowers. That would be really cool. Sasori would be interesting because you give his puppet for him as a back bling, maybe. You could do, you could have him maybe have Hiruko as a glider. That would look kind of stupid, but you could do it. You could have his tail as the back bling, because similar to how we've had the Xenomorph already from Alien, have the tail as the back bling, you could do that with Sasori's puppet. You could even have him have the Iron Sand itself as a glider, since he controls the third Kazekage. It would be a chance you could do something like that. And also, I want to say, as I'm going over these characters, if it sparks any ideas that you guys could think of how you could do it, feel free to comment down below what your ideas are, or what you think might be a better option. I'm curious to know. Who's after Sasori? We could do, so for Datara's pretty easy because he has he has literally every animal. You give him a giant snake glider, you give him a giant bird glider, his back bling could be a spider. You know, his emo could be him like molding the clay in his hand. You could even have him do like the C2 dragon as his glider. The ideas for Datara are kind of infinite because he can just mold clay into anything. You could even make it a part of Fortnite and have him mold clay into like a llama or something. I think that'd be really cool and make it a little bit more unique that way. As for Toby would be really easy to do as well because, you know, it's just the masked man. You could even have him have a second style where he has his Sharingan revealed as a Madara, Obito, Tobito, whatever you like to call him. I think that would be a really cool like second style for Toby if you were to add Toby. As for like his like, I don't know how you would do it, but like for a traversal, you could have him do his like goofy run if you would like. You could have him like have his little bombs as like a back bling or something. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he would be pretty easy as well. A lot of the Akatsuki members are easy as long as you're not trying to make them into an entire set and you're making it more individually, just give them one thing to have for their set, like for like the group, you know. Kisame also really easy because you have his shark skin Samehada. You could have that as his back bling and his pickaxe. You could have it sealed as the back bling, like all wrapped up, and then whenever he pulls it out as the pickaxe, or as he is hitting things like a tree or something, you could have the wrappings come off and it reveal the shark skin. I think that would be a really cool way you could do Kisame if you would like. For his glider, you could have him ride his water shark. I'm not sure what else you could really do. You could have him do like the emote as his jutsu being the water shark bomb. I think that'd be really interesting. As for Hidan, we already have his pickaxe in game. You could have him use his curse jutsu as a emote. Or even make it better, have him be reactive as he gets kills in Fortnite. His body slowly turns into the sort of Reaper form, or whatever you call it, the curse form that he does. That'd be really cool. Kakuzu is an all-arounder because he has all of his masks that you can use. You could have him have one of the masks as like a glider. You could have him use the mask as like an emote. A pickaxe, you could have him use his hands if you really wanted to. You could have his hands sort of like punch with like how they sort of stretch around as like the pickaxe. I don't know how you would really do that, but you could do it. Yeah, that would be fine for Hidan. I'm trying to think. Orochimaru we already have, but you could give Orochimaru the Akatsuki style. I'm actually surprised they didn't. I thought that's what they were going to do when Orochimaru got revealed, that his second style would be the Akatsuki style, but it wasn't, so I was shocked about that. Is that all the members? Zetsu, yeah, you could do, so Zetsu, I cannot really think of anything you could do with Zetsu besides just have him run around with his goofy head. But yeah, you could do Zetsu, pretty easy. If you wanted to have them split, you could do black Zetsu or white Zetsu, but I don't think they would go that far. Because people probably wouldn't have an idea as to how that would even work. Keep in mind, guys, whenever they do these, whenever they do like collabs like this, they try to pick skins that are super iconic, super anyone would know, anyone would be able to, you know, figure out that it is from this show by just looking at them. And I know whenever I say that, a lot of people get triggered because they're like, well, obviously I would know this skin, it's so iconic, kind of thing. But you gotta keep in mind from perspective of somebody never even knowing what Naruto is, because this is like a new generation of people. These are kids playing Fortnite. Nobody is going to look at somebody like Hidan and be like, oh, yes, Hidan from the Akatsuki, from Naruto. No, people aren't going to be able to do that. It has to be somebody that you would have seen on like promotional image for Naruto already, or somebody that's like so iconic in the show, like the Akatsuki, for example, as a whole. Just showing the symbol of the black cloak with red cloud pattern, somebody that doesn't even know would just be like, I've seen that somewhere before, I feel like. It has to be easy association. As to why they did Hinata, it was just because they wanted to do like the Boruto style of Hinata, and obviously Hinata and Naruto are together. But I would not list Hinata as an iconic Naruto character, you know what I mean? But they picked her because of the whole she's with Naruto thing, and we already have Sasuke and Sakura. Which, as to why Sasuke does not have his Boruto style yet, is beyond me. He's the only character that does not have the Boruto style when he probably should, so I don't really know what's up with that. Also, hello Captain America. But yeah, so let me know in the comment section down below what other Naruto skins you think they could add in the future. What are the chances of them adding any of these Akatsuki members that I've listed? And what you think would be a possible better preset option for any of them. And let me know if there's any characters that you would classify as part of the Akatsuki as well. I know Madara is an easy one to say, well, he technically invented the Akatsuki. Yeah, but we can't rely on people knowing that plot point. Either way, that is going to do it for this video. I'll finish up this game off camera, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Goodbye.